Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney, and we have some New York-centric news today. But, but as we know, as goes New York and California, often so goes the country. So, although I would say that perhaps New York is not at the front of the pack on this one, they are having the state agency that addresses discrimination here, the New York State Division of Human Rights. They handle, employment discrimination, which is what we do, but also housing discrimination, and if you're being discriminated against by a business or a restaurant, basically all of these things, right? But they sent us an email today, letting us know that they're not going to be discontinuing cases where a settlement is achieved if that settlement includes confidentiality provisions. Now, a couple thoughts. One, that is going to make employers very eager to settle potentially before the initial filing, right? So that's something to think about. That could certainly be an advantage to employees, to plaintiffs' attorneys, right? That could be big. Two, that might make employers less interested in settling post-filing, right? If they can't purchase confidentiality and mutual non-disparagement, many of them may wonder what they're paying for at all, right? So they might say, listen, I'm not so worried about losing the case. What I was looking to purchase was silence, right? So that's a complex thing. Now, there's also an added question I have here. They're saying they're not going to grant discontinuance in a case with a private settlement. When do they get that power? I would think that the person who filed the case, the client, the victim, they could just withdraw their case if they wanted. And I'm very curious to see how the State Division intends to stop them from doing that. My concern is that this might be an entirely fake move by a state agency, and they're saying things to get a little bit of a media pop, right? But in reality, the only thing that's changing is how letters are phrased when people are closing out a case, right? Letters used to say, hey, client has reached a settlement, shut her down. I'm paraphrasing. Obviously, it's not what we really send in. But now, when a client reaches a settlement and that settlement has some amount of confidentiality or non-disparagement in it, what I think the letters are going to say instead is, client demands to withdraw their claim from the agency, right? And the agency might ask you, did you reach a settlement? Is it confidential? To which you're probably just going to say, none of your business. Client's withdrawing. I don't know that's what will happen. I suspect that's what will happen. Based on how things are worded here, I have questions. I have concerns, as always. Now, this only is going to apply to cases filed with the State Division of Human Rights after October 12th of 2021. Something to be aware of. And, listen, I'm being ornery here. I'm being a little doubting Thomas about this whole thing. But if it's true, and if it was actually given teeth, I think that would be positive. I think that being able to share one story is good for society, right? If you're being silenced about the sexual harassment you experience or the workplace discrimination you experience, that's bad for society, right? I mean, I can run around and I can smack around as many employers as I want. I can smack around more employers than any other employment firm in the country if I want, right? And according to LexisNexis, I believe we may. But it's still just me playing whack-a-mole. You did bad. You did bad. You did bad. Did the moles that got whacked, did they get smarter? Did they become better people? No. No. They got punished. They got smacked, right? They cut a check probably, or they went to try. Whatever happened. Bad things happened to them, hopefully. And, they got punished to an extent. Never as much as I would like, right? And that doesn't make them wake up tomorrow and say, I should be a better person. No. Makes them wake up tomorrow and say, how do I not get caught next time? Right? So what I do, kind of the enforcement wing of this whole push for equality, yeah, it's useful. I think we help some people. We definitely help our clients. I don't know how much we help society. And that concerns me. I think the real way society will change and we can really address some of these forms of discrimination is in storytelling. So I do applaud the agency here for making a push to allow more victims to tell their story. That's incredible. I led with the cynicism because I intend to hold the agency accountable. I know who they are at their core. And that causes me to have concerns. But they could do it. They could really do it right. They could really do something amazing here. And they're very close to doing something amazing here. And I hope they get it right. I hope this is meaningful. I hope this is a real change and not just change the copy and paste when a case settles for what you send to the agency. Anyways, I wish you all luck. I'm excited to be back making videos for you all full time this week. And send in your questions. I will get you answers. Also, comment down below. I will track the comments. We can have a conversation about the State Division and sharing victim stories and what they're doing here and if we should be cynical about it or if we should believe. Like and subscribe helps me to help more people just like you.